Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing. Today I'm coming to you with a flip through of my Summer Memories journal. And so again, just as a reminder, this journal is a giveaway. So if you like it and you're interested in it, I will be giving it away. You just need to leave a comment either on a YouTube video or over on my blog at B.Rebornart.com on any of the videos that are about the Summer Memories Journal. On YouTube, there is a playlist, so you should be able to find all the videos there. So I encourage you to do that if you'd like it, and then I'll just randomly draw a name and send it off to you. So let me get going here. So this journal is chunky, as you can see. I thought I was doing really well with it because I did 4 signatures, so I thought I'd have a little bit more room, but that didn't prove to be the case. But it measures, the journal itself measures 4 inches by 5.5. It has 55 pages in it, and it has 4 signatures, and as you can see, in a 2-inch spine. So the spine is just decorated with this. This is a lace that looks like little roses, so I really like it. I felt like it went well with this. And then it's just tied off with a piece of antique lace, and the antique lace is actually glued on, so you don't have to worry about losing track of that. And then the front of the journal is just this beautiful image of this girl. And I'm not going to link anything in this video. This is just a flip through. You can go back to the videos if you want to see the different things that I use. Primarily, it's made with the Grandma's Garden kit from My Porch Prints, but obviously this image is not. I believe that this is from My Vintage Files, but I'm not absolutely certain. But you will be able to find a supply list over on the blog under any of the videos or any of the blog posts. I'm going to move this a little bit closer so I don't have to pick it up. There we go, that's better. So let's just go through. I'm going to try to move through this pretty quickly. The cover is just all collage. There's no functionality to it. There's no pockets or tucks or anything there. So when you open it up, I've got this cute little, it's like the only thing I can think of is like a coupon holder. So it opens up here. It's got a couple of little journaling cards here. Got a little booklet. Little writing spaces, and then it's got another one here, and it's got also a little journaling card. So this was my prototype for a video that I did, and you'll see the other one in the journal a little bit later, but I just thought that was perfect for the inside cover. And again, as I've mentioned before, I'm creating this journal because I know that there are people that have fantastic memories of time with grandma, summers with grandma, things like that. That is not really my experience. I have a spattering of positive things, but this isn't for me. And that's why I'm giving it away. But I believe in the idea of it. I believe in the reality of it for people. And so I really wanted to be able to create something that someone else could really enjoy. So here we've got page 1. I've done a lot of stitching around all of the edges of the pages, not all the pages. This is a hidden paper clip. So it just slides off here. Let's see if I can get this off easily. There we go. And that is the front and that is the back. Focus, pick a few, and beautiful. So just get this back on there. It's a very chunky journal. It's got a mix of digital papers and then some old music pages like this one. It has clusters that I made previously just in some random clusters using scraps, and so this is one of those. It's not a pocket or anything. It's purely just for the beauty of it. So it's got this little thing that says sweet, and then another page from the kit. This is backed with tea stain paper from Angela Kerr. This lacy looking one is from her store, and then this is a vellum page. Here we've got a little vellum pocket. I'm going to hold this up so you can see it a little bit better on camera here. But this I made a video of this, but then I lost the footage. And so I did another video with another one of these that's just a little bit different, which you'll see later on in the video. But it's just a die, and then it's glued onto a piece of, onto a vellum pocket. And then we've got a little envelope here, just paper clipped with a gold clip. I like to leave these unglued because then you can write in them and just close them back up. So certainly whoever receives the journal can glue that shut if they want to, and maybe put a little piece of paper in there. But that's what I decided to do with it. Now to get everything back where it goes. This is glued on an old piece of pattern paper. I don't know if you can see that through the vellum, but it's the back of an old sewing pattern package. There we go. And then I did reinforce a lot of my vintage papers with some washi tape, and then I did some stitching like that, just to kind of stabilize them. I punched these. I'm probably going to end up cutting those off because they're already super fragile and not holding up very well. We'll see how that goes. But again, just from the kit, this is my, this was a page wrap. This was the first page wrap I did. So I basically just took items from the kit and I just folded it in half. I created a little pocket here, and then I created a pocket here with a tag. And these are, not all of them are coffee dyed backed. Some of them are, not all of them, but. And then here we've got a belly band. You will have just seen a video on this. I believe it is in the video final ephemera for this journal. And I just created a belly band out of a piece of paper from the kit. And I covered the whole thing with lace and sewed that on. And then this little image is from My Porch Prints. It's a Vintage Kids kit. I'll try to remember to link that one, or it's probably going to be linked in the video where I created it. And this is just a little journaling card. And this page here, if you can see that, I just did a bunch of just random like fast flow stitching just to create a little bit of interest there, as well as I was just kind of practicing how my machine would behave with that kind of stitching. So, and there you can just see the other side of that. And then another one of those that I hit punch, but it's just not holding up very well. This is another piece of that old pattern paper, and I folded it back over on itself, put a couple of journaling cards in it from the kit. These are backed, they're double printed, so they've got a soft back side, and then again, more reinforcing of that paper. Another piece, and there's the back of that, the pattern paper. I just love that. Oh, it's a doll pattern, which I thought was really fitting. And then another part of the vellum page. This is another, excuse me, a cluster that we did on a video, and it is actually tuck spot. It's a tight tuck spot. Let's see if we can even get this out of here. So there we go. It is a tuck spot. It's just very, very narrow. We just did that one, and it is really quite lovely. I love it. Let's see that up close. And then I'm going to try to hurry a little bit more and maybe just point and talk. This is a cluster also made on video very recently, and I just glued that onto a piece of vintage music page. This is one of the accordion bookmark deals that I've made before. This is from the kit, Grandma's Garden. I thought that was perfect. Just setting that in the middle of a signature, or in between signature 1 and 2. Another hidden paper clip, which you can see it's got a design on both sides and a little bit of seam binding. Another vellum page, more music page. Again, more stitching on a page in the kit. This is an old music page that I had done some acrylic spraying on, and I liked it and I wanted to use it. It was in my scraps, so I just added it. Another cluster. This is not one I did specifically for this journal, but it was very fitting. You Are My Sunshine. And it's got a lot of layering. I love the layers of clusters. So it's got lace, some coffee dyed paper, a whole bunch of, it looks like it's got some music page behind it. So really, really fun. This one we just did in a recent video. It's called a corner hugger. So as you can see, it just hangs on this corner. It sticks up a little bit, and that's super fun to make. And the recipient can actually use this as a tuck if they wanted to, and this as a tuck, maybe some, a letter or some writing paper or whatever. And as you can see, these are all coming off. They're just not holding up. This is a page from an old vintage book from my stash, and I just loved the images. Thought they were really fitting for this journal. And then on this, I did another. This was an old cluster that I did that I just went through my stash and pulled the ones that I thought would go with this journal. And I love this because this little thing is actually a clothing tag that says free kisses, and I just thought that was perfect. Got a little tuck here. I just glued that up. Another hidden paper clip. This is, I did a video on this, is a tag pocket, so it's glued just on these two sides. Sorry, that's off camera a little bit. And then I just tucked some little bits of tags in here just to have extra stuff to write on. And just used a piece of coffee dyed eyelet trim here for the topper. This is another cluster that we made on video, and I just glued that again onto a piece of old vintage music page. And I'm not sure why that is upside down. That's really strange, but it's upside down. Some of the paper in this kit has images that go both ways, no matter which way you turn it, which is just fine. It doesn't bother me, but it is a little bit odd. So continuing to move along, this is that other vellum pocket with the same die, just used pink paper instead of the print. So it's opposite. I printed, I don't know if you can see that, I printed the kit page on vellum, and then I did this in solid. The other one was the opposite. And then we've just got a little journaling card in here, and this is also from the kit. And that's the other side of that music page, another vellum page. This is another cluster that we did. I had wanted to make that a tuck, but it just didn't work. It's too narrow. It just really is too narrow. So I just glued it all down. But I love it. This is one of my favorites. This is one that I did the video and then I lost the footage. So I just, I showed it in the video where I did the video again, making the same items just with different papers and stuff. So you can check that out if you want to. And this is the other one of those kind of coupon holder folders is the only thing I can think to call them. But this one opens up like that again. And this is another example where the paper, some items on the paper are upside down and some of them are straight. And that doesn't have anything to do with the way that I folded. It just is the nature of the paper. So we've got a couple of items in here, a tiny book that I just used. I will mention that when I did this kit, I printed the regular size, and then I printed another set at half size, which is what the most of the ephemera I used in here is the 50% size. So this booklet is really tiny and fits perfectly in this journal. Another envelope that I just inked, and then I'm just folding it up and just sticking it in the pocket. I like that. That's that. Get that back in there, and then it's got another flap here, and I've got a couple of tags and a tiny journaling card, tiny. And this is a pocket folio, and I do realize I have a couple of videos that I did this in because I forgot that I had done it before. So you would see this in a couple of different videos on this particular project. So basically it's just a folio that opens up like this. It's got tags here in the pockets, and then it's got different ephemera in the back pocket. So this one, if I can get it out, is another one of those booklets. So let's see if we can get that back in there. It's tricky. There we go. And then this one, I believe, has an envelope. So, and I put a little Velcro on there. And it's, again, I just left it open so that it could be written on. Just kind of a cute way to have a hidden journaling spot. So I liked that. Just trying to get this all back in here. And then again, this is just right here in the middle of signature, between signature 2 and signature 3. And then another hidden paper clip with a little bird and the word birds there. And I do like to layer a little bit of lace under those. Got a little bit of seam binding. And then this is the other side of that. And this one says Grandma. And again, these are great tuck spots. If the recipient wanted to just fold up some paper and put it in there. Maybe they have a letter from their grandma that they want to put in there. So that's what that is for. Another page from the kit. This is an old pattern piece as well, reinforced with washi tape. Another vellum page. Book pages. Another page from the kit. Some of these I just left blank because I don't want to fill everything up. Gives the recipient an opportunity to add things or change things. So this is an envelope that's actually sewed into the signature, and it is just a little tuck, and it's got a little book in it. So just like so. And this is the other half of that other, I think it's meant to be a journaling card when it's printed big, but in this case it's just a little page. More music page from my stash, more vellum, more pattern. I love this image. I thought it was really fitting for this journal, and again reinforced with washi tape. This is just the other half of that bag, and I just left it open so the recipient can just use it however. I copy dyed it, and then I used some acrylic inks, different colors of acrylic ink, and just put it in the journal. That's the end of signature 3. What have we got going on here? Everything's sticking up. There we go. This is another one of those pocket folio. I think it's a pocket folio we called it. So it just opens up like this. It's got, I really love this one because it's got more journaling space here and then on the back. And I just used one of the tabs to create a topper. And it's the same in the other pocket. So I can just go on with that. Where do we go here? It's very chunky. Doesn't seem to work to make it skinny, but more paper from the kit. And then this is another of the pocket tags. So again, it's glued on this side and this side. And we've got a tag that I decorated up a little bit with this little butterfly that I cut from the page from the kit. It just says grow, and then a little journaling card. And those are, they're printed on both sides. So I print the kit on one side, and then I print a variation of copy dyed papers on the other side, generally speaking. And then I just used a punch for that. Another piece of that book page, again reinforced with some washi tape. And then more music page, and I just love this is another part of that pattern. And again, I just felt like it was really fitting with the theme here of being young and all of that. So, and then here, well, that's an interesting page. I wonder how I did that. I don't even remember. I love this little bird. So cute. And then this is another envelope that is sewn into the signature. And I just cut the edge open. It's just got open on one side, and it's got a little journaling card. And then what do we have here? And then this was a card that a friend sent me. And I've just been looking at things like that differently and thinking, well, I can stick it in a box or I can add it to a journal. So this was actually from my best friend, so I think for my birthday this year. So I just went ahead and used that. And then we've got another part of that pattern. So cute. More vintage music page. More from that vintage book. Again, love the images, reinforced with the washi tape and some stitching. And then this was my most recent, this is a page wrap as well, but I did it differently. So it comes completely off the page. It's just attached with a paper clip. It can be opened like this and written in. And then it's got some decoration here, a little bit of clustering there, and collaging, and then a couple of little journaling cards. And then the same on this side. Decorated a little bit with some journaling cards. But I thought it was really nifty because you can actually take it out and write on it. which is cool. So let me just paper clip that back in, and then I just attached a little dangle on the end of that, like so. And then this is another piece that we did in a video. It's a little writing space, a flip down writing space. So there we go. And all the papers are a little bit misshapen. I liked the look of that, so I just randomly tore them and just had them, whoops, sorry, off camera there. Just tore them in various ways and inked the edges, and then put the tabs in miniature there. And then we've got a little pocket here with a journal card. And then I just did a Velcro closure on that on both sides. And then we are at the end. So this is the final piece, and this was a little booklet that we made. We actually made this on a video, and it's just filled with coffee dyed paper. I just embellished that first page a little bit, put the little miniature tabs on to just kind of mark the pages here and there. And it's got a belly band in the back. So that is the Summer Memories Journal. Again, if you like it, I want to give it away. I'm just going to randomly pick somebody. So comment on a video, any video that is about the Summer Memories Journal, either on the YouTube video or over on my blog at B.Rebornart.com, and you will be added to the drawing, and I will get that out. No cost to you whatsoever. I used to sell my art. I no longer do. So I just create for the joy of creating. I do create journals for myself, and I still do tutorials on that, or videos, or craft with me, or whatever you want to call them. And I keep them, but I still share the process with you guys. But most of them I give away. I haven't made that many. I think I'm working on my 5th one now, coming up. I'm going to do one that's called I Am Great. It is my I Am Grateful journal. So that's what's next on the docket. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you like what I'm creating on the channel, you can subscribe if you'd like, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified every time that I create a video. I do create very, very often. It's kind of my passion right now, and I have a lot of time to do it, and it brings me a lot of joy. So I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you'll give it a try. I actually had a viewer ask about how, what I used for the book form, and this is an HP ink cartridge box that I get tons of those because I do so much printing, and I get so many cartridges from HP on their Instinct program. And so that's all I did, is you just cut off all those sides that you don't need, and it's really, really solid, which I love. So it's really chunky. Again, it's 2 inches thick. And oh, I forgot to show you the back. The back is pretty basic. I just used I have some pink fabric underneath, and then just covered the rest of the back with lace. So there you go. That is the beautiful side of it. There's not a lot of dangles stuff going on in this one like there was in my Bohemian Beauty journal, but it just got too chunky, and I had to kind of put a stop to the madness. So again, thanks for stopping by. Take care. Bye-bye.